Ready? Begin.
Welcome to the Secret Group podcast.
Let's get started, shall we?
Welcome to the podcast. I'm one of the three hosts, Andrew Youngblood.
I'm Tre Tutson.
I can introduce everybody.
Okay, yeah.
But I think it's more fun if we go, I'm this.
Okay.
So let's try it again. I'm Andrew Youngblood.
I'm Big Bill Loden.
I'm Tre Big Money Tutson.
Yeah, that's it. Hold on, I want to do it again. You guys start throwing shit in.
Oh yeah, right.
It's kind of fucked up. You're like, I'm fucking Will, Big Dick.
Yeah.
Big Dick Will.
They call me the Great Split Pant Monster.
Like, my friends call me Andy.
That's what you come with. I'm Andrew Andy Youngblood.
Fucking hate when people call me Andy.
Yeah,
Dude, I hate it. I tried it. I don't mind my name as an adult, but I hate it growing up.
Oh yeah,
dude. I moved to a school. Mm-hmm. I moved in 10th grade, and I was like, I can reinvent myself, dude. I'm gonna be Drew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drew Carey show is popular. I was a big fan, and so I go and I'm like,
Cleveland rocks.
And I'm like, you're telling everyone. They're like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Drew. Everyone's like half-ass listening to me, not really. And then the teacher's like doing attendance, and she goes, Andrew Youngblood. I go, it's actually Drew. And she goes, all right, Andy. And no one listened to it at all. They're just like, nah, you're not a Drew, dude. You're faking it.
We don't accept that.
And I'm like, I don't know any of you guys.
Yeah.
How the hell you guys? How can you see through this? Like, what is?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
10th grade's a tough one because that's the meanest you get. I think like that's the
10th
height.
grade?
Yeah, 10th grade.
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere between 7th and 10th grade. That's when you're like, this is the
mean.
meanest I think I'm ever going to be in my life.
Yeah.
That was why I changed my name in school. I didn't go by my. I was like, I'm gonna invent an alias.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that. But I created a whole nother name. Not carrying it, but I pulled it from my name, a Drew situation.
I can't think of anything else in the world right now.
And then
your original name.
So then I went with that. I went with that just to be mean in middle school.
You want to bother him about his name, but anytime someone transitions, you're like, that's their new name, and we accept it.
No, that's who you are. Yeah. Cock and all.
Yeah, no, listen, I accept Tre's new name. Trey. I accept it. I would just like to know
what is it? The derivative of,
you know.
I told y'all before. It's entree.
It's entree.
Shut the fuck up.
Entree.
You're lying,
if I had my
dude.
ID, I'd show you.
Yeah.
It's entree.
Brother's appetizer. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All that shit. There you go. Yeah, I got it all. I had to change it.
Yeah. Entree. For real? That's real? Spelt the same?
Entree. Spelt like the fucking dish.
This doesn't feel real.
Except what
does your ID say?
Entree.
Can I see it?
ENTRE. I don't have it. I tell you, if I had my ID, I'd show you.
Yeah.
ENTRE.
Why don't you have your ID? How do you travel?
Life is bad.
How do you travel?
My passport, but I don't have my passport on me.
All right, send me a picture of your passport.
That's
Start buying shit.
I tried to change my name when I worked at an oil company because I felt like Bill would be a better.
Bill would be better. Bill is a tough oil name.
Bill's Big Bill Loden is definitely like kind of where I was trying to go there. Yeah.
It does feel like there comes a point in every Williams life.
Yeah.
You gotta make the decision.
Bill.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's because I remember like when you meet like a 10 to like 15-year-old who goes by William, you're like, all right, weenie.
Yeah.
Like where did you? Yeah.
Oh, you think the Bill switchover is that early? You would know more than I would have.
So I didn't know Bill.
But in my head, like 25, like adult.
Bill is 30s. Bill.
But Billy is mostly.
Billy's young. Yeah. Billy is a child. Billy's a child.
Or Willie.
Willie's a child.
Willie,
I remember someone tried to call me Willie, and I was like, we're not doing this one. Yeah.
Willie's not only a child, but it's also what you call your penis when you're a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Free Willy had just come out, and so when you want a Free Willy, you want to show your penis and or me.
Damn, how many people pulled their dick out and said Free Willy?
Oh man,
that movie. How many times? I wish I could go brand and search this for us. There's like a stat.
But we'll end up on a list.
I'll say like Weinstein's got no shot. Is
that a Weinstein movie?
Well, just mean it's a Weinstein move. But it's a movie.
Most movies were his.
Yeah,
so it is possible.
Most likely, it was Free Weinstein.
He was tattling on himself before we ever. Knew.
Yeah, he was manifesting.
Yeah,
being in prison.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I just
but
always wondered about that with the
He's
whole.
getting out. Right?
he's possibly.
I think
getting
he's
out.
might be getting out.
Yeah, which means there's gonna be a budget for comedies again.
All right.
He was the only person that was like, yeah, fuck it, like let's do it. It was they like
Sure, $40 million
they're like
for a comedy.
DVDs, streaming. It's like, no, dude, you locked up Harvey Weinstein. The only person approving just $2-3 million.
But his brother's
comedies.
still putting out movies, right? Or
Yeah,
it's
but
it's
his
like
brother-
a family company. It's not just him,
It is.
right?
His
Yeah.
brother was the weaker of the two. Harvey, like everyone.
My weaker, just not a rapist.
I mean, I've been watching a lot of
sinful kind.
I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. All right. Harvey was the king. Like brother is a good VP. You know,
yeah.
like
I got you.
kings do gross shit.
Kings do awful shit.
Kings do awful things.
Yeah.
I've only really seen clips from. What are you looking up, Brandon? What are you,
If he's getting out?
I think he's just got a list of people who screamed for you. What is it?
Well, he is not getting out.
Okay,
one
that's
of
good.
it, one of them got overturned, but he still has another
Still
one.
got a
in
few
New York.
others.
The one in New York?
The New York got him
New York
overturned.
got overturned. But
York got
also,
overturned.
Bob Weinstein has not actively produced a movie since 2019.
Ooh.
There you go.
So Bob was like, all right.
Wait, who's Bob?
Bob's the brother.
brother.
Robert.
Yeah.
Robert.
Which that's another time you got to make a decision.
Bob, yeah,
Yeah.
Robert.
And
Robert.
when you're a Robert, when do you start doing Bob or Bobby?
Or when do you go full on Dick? Oh, that's Richard.
That's Richard.
But that's another
Richard,
decision.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Richard's one.
These are tough things that white guys who work in sales have to go through. Yeah.
Yeah. Will we be calling Dick Pryor like one of the goats? You know what I mean?
He never went.
He had to
never
do
went.
Richard. He did Richie.
Yeah.
He would do Richie.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of black dicks. No pun intended.
There's
It's like
a lot of porn. There's a ton of,
That's
mostly per capita. There's way more black dicks than white dicks.
well, once you do porn,
Just
it's now a
size.
cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's like
fair.
you've graduated from
Yeah.
dick is
Yeah.
streets. You know what I mean? Cock is professional.
Yeah.
Cock is very.
Dicks
cock's
can
got a
also
eye.
investigate things, you know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Dick, yeah.
Dick is a. I thought it was a lawyer.
Private investigator.
Private
Yeah,
investigator is a dick. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, these are tough decisions, man. You gotta fucking.
Being-
So as you can see, being an entree, it was very easy. It was like a tray was early. It was like,
No wonder you hook up with thick women.
there you go, dude. That's what it is. They think I'm a meal. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nah, man, keep doing it.
I don't want to. I feel bad.
I've heard most of them.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm coming up with in 20
Yeah.
minutes.
My
Terrible. Every teacher, dude, they be calling roll.
my last name.
Tre Tutson. You got a brother named Appetizer? They would just
was the
every
first
single
one.
time,
Yeah,
dude.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
You should talk to his
Crowd
sister.
work.
His sister hors d'oeuvre.
Got them all.
Dude, last name Loden. Will Loden a bull. Will busting a Loden.
Busting a Loden? I like that.
There's.
I got mine were never that fucking great. It
They
was
would just
like,
go
with
like
the Youngblood?
"Ooh," yeah, They
Youngblood.
would just go like, "There
you'd
you
think
are you?"
that was not the one that everyone went to. They
Really?
for some reason they went to Vampire.
Okay, I can see that, but
It wasn't great. And then like the
Well,
older
let's
like
be honest. The part of the country where you're from, kind of stupid.
Yeah. No, upstate New York.
yeah.
Upstate New York,
That vampire shit hurt my feelings though.
because you were so pale.
I remember
And you wear black.
fifth grade, I walked into school like lunchtime. This guy named Dave Putnam. That's how you know I fucking hated it. I still remember. This is the only time me and this kid have ever talked. And he's sitting at the circle table, and I walk over. I'm like looking for a place to sit, and he goes, "Youngblood, do you want to suck my blood?" And everyone's like laughing. I was like, "Fuck this piece of shit!" It's like, I'm gonna kill him. And I still think of him this fucking day.
Yeah, Dave
Putnam, I believe.
We had
a brother that was nicer, but still, his whole family. They were like, everyone. First of all, everyone in that area was poor, except for like.
The Putnams.
No, they were poor by like whatever, by normal standards.
Okay.
But in that area, they were like did well, but the only real people that were not poor there were the farmers.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
and they seemed like poor kids because they're farmers and
Yeah.
fucking frugal and had to work and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Luke, his farm was worth like $10 million and.
But he was just
He
every
was the most
summer.
frugal person I've ever met in my entire life to this day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, but they were like rich by upstate New York, fucking in the country standards,
Right,
you know.
right,
so,
right.
anyways, I fucking hated that guy.
It was always like a group that we had these Rollin twins, Zach and Cody. This is real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat me up every single fucking day.
Yeah, they were the backpack guys.
They were fucking terrible, bro. I mean, they were awful to me, all the time. But then I found out, like, their dad came up to the school one day. They were raised by a single dad. Their dad came up, and he looked fucked up. He looked really fucked up. Like, I mean, like, dressed fucked up, jeans dirty, all this shit. And then I started putting everything together, like, oh, you guys are really poor. Yeah. Like, you guys are real. Like, I think we're broke, but, like, you're really.
You probably treated them like shit, too.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, okay, this is what this is.
Yeah.
And that was, like, the start of me just tearing them down. Like, I could push then I was earning these ass whoopings. Yeah. I'm just pushing buttons about how poor they were.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. I feel like that's how I got a lot of my humor, and I feel like, which sometimes my humor can be a little bit meaner, is because my brother used to fuck with me, and then once I knew what hurt him, I was just like, oh yeah, I'll get punched, but you got tits, you piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. You
just like, just like
my
just
cousins did that shit to me. Yeah, no, that was. We were talking about this earlier, just because like our styles of humor are wildly different, I would say.
For sure.
And like my girl last night, she was like, "Hey, I found this great documentary about this blind guy with cerebral palsy who this professor who's like teaching him how to talk like falls in love with them, and then it's like a rape case." And I go.
I want to watch that. I just listened to a podcast with the guy who did that.
Yeah, I saw that and I go, I have no interest in seeing someone that at all. You know, like I have no interest.
It's on Netflix.
I have no interest in like. First off, that makes my stomach like
what
hurt.
What is it called?
It's called Tell Them That You Love Me. Yeah, it's called Tell Them That You Love Me.
Oh, and it's the guy with the hand over the. I saw
basically, this nurse and him start like hooking up or whatever, and then it becomes like a battle between the nurse and the mom.
It goes to the fucking it goes to like a Supreme Court. Like it goes to like the 7th District.
But he's like a horny little guy who's just fucking jerking off all the time. So he's into the nurse.
He didn't do that until after he met the nurse.
I haven't seen the documentary.
This is what my girl wanted to get me to watch it, and she's like pitching this to me like she's like it'll be hilarious, and I go fucking no, like that doesn't sound hilarious at all, you know. Like I got
me and Will have like if it feels like all the women you've dated, we've all had like similar interests and shit. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And Will is not like he's not into any of that shit, like breaking down a movie, like watching certain movies. What was the movie we argued about? It was a movie you were like, I have no fucking interest in watching that at all.
Man. I mean, like, because it was one of the ones that you watch, like, because you watch every comedy special 3 times,
I do.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then, what was
sometimes
it?
I watch yours 3 times.
Hey, I appreciate it. That's a lot.
One of the 6 people. See, look, I'm trying to be mean now.
That's a lot. Yeah. Hey, we're up to 50,000.
That's good. That's great.
Hell yeah.
That's getting there.
What did you?
Very slow.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like analyzing films. I think we've talked about 500 Days of Summer. Okay. That was a weird white movie. Because you guys are, I think, more cinephiles than I am. I can use
any movie. Any movie possible.
Yeah, I just feel like if I would love to just watch trailers with you. Like that'd be a fun content thing. We just watch trailers
and go, what the fuck is
him
this?
being like, absolutely not, and I'm like, we gotta fucking. But I'd love to see what makes you be like, oh yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, what movies do you like? What kind of things do you
like high fantasy
favorite
shit,
movie
sci-fi.
Of all time?
Let's see, favorite movie of all time.
Let's just do a top 5. I know one's too hard. Just throw out a 5.
For some reason, I really love Legends of the Fall. I think that's a great Brad Pitt movie from 1995.
Okay. You would love my mom.
It's a historical film. So it goes through I like historical movies.
Historical love story.
Yeah. There's a historical love story, but it was Tristan. It's about whatever.
It's Braveheart.
Braveheart's great. I don't know if it's in top 5, but
start guessing your shit.
Yeah.
No, Braveheart is a good historical love story.
Right. Well, the Battle of Stirling Bridge, there isn't a bridge, which is weird, but I don't want to be one of those guys.
I'm gonna leave.
But
let's get out of here, Andre.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm taking my meal with me.
You're taking me to go?
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No.
Dude,
just today. Never again.
Get him out.
Never
Doggy
again.
bag tray. Let's get it. Okay, I want to hear. Come on, give me 3 more.
I mean, the first time I saw Star Wars was awesome, but I don't like. I'm not a Star Wars.
The range on this is insane.
I'm not a Star.
Where are you?
He likes long movies.
That's what you got.
Well, look at that duration, 90 minutes. Get the fuck out of here.
If it's not 3 hours, there's just not enough details.
Lore building is a fascinating thing, though. Whatever.
Did you like the what is that? Blow up the. What is it called?
Tor.
Oppenheimer. I couldn't. Think of
I haven't
Did you
seen.
like that?
Did I unplug my? No, I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
Also, I don't think you can say Japs anymore.
I mean,
I apologize.
I got kicked out of class in 10th grade for saying it.
Go to the mothership. You can.
Oh, you can say anything. Yeah. You can say Tony's funny.
Man, that fucking. Did you see that Shane Gillis clip on Kill Tony? It might be the best one I've ever seen.
What did he do?
There's like a new guy on it, and he seems like he has some kind of. He's nervous, right?
Oh, okay.
Drew Nickens, yeah.
No, not that guy.
Not
this is a whole
Drew
different guy. And Tony's like, "Hey, do you have something? It seems like you're off." He goes, "I'm just nervous." And then Shane's talking to him. He's like, "Are you sure you don't have anything?" And then he's like, "No, I'm just really nervous right now." He goes, "Well, you should say you have something because then you can be a regular."
That's great. Oh, that's really fun. That's right. You gotta have a condition.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's such a good clip.
Hey,
so funny. All right, movies.
Please bleep the J word. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was trying to say Japanese, but I was also trying to say.
No, you were. No,
I
listen.
was.
I think everyone gets one Jap. Fuck, that's my second.
That's your second one.
Everyone gets one because most people don't actually think of it as a slur because we weren't around at the time, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember in 10th grade, like it's World War II time. We're talking about history. We're in history, and then he's just like, "Do you know?" It was beginning of us learning about World War II. They're like, "Other than Germans, who else did we fight in World War II?" And then I go, "The Japs." Mm-hmm. And then he fucking screamed at me, threw me out in the hall, and I was like, "What the fuck did I do?" And he came out and he's like, "That's a slur, you asshole." And I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know. I'm sorry."
I'm not. That's dude,
I had no idea.
An
I
abbreviation.
apologize. Yeah.
Well, and then it also stands for Jewish American Princess. So, like, if we're talking, and that's
to shorten some shit, to shorten where the destination where the people are from is. That's funny to count as a slur.
I mean, yeah.
That'd be like if you you can't say Aussies.
Yeah, Aussies.
You know what I mean? Like it's like weird. I just think they're sensitive.
Yeah.
Brits.
I don't know, man.
Like that.
Do you know why it's a slur?
Yeah, because we killed fucking so many.
Because we destroyed them. That's well, not we. The United States.
Yeah.
But because they destroyed them, it's why you can't.
Are there any slurs that aren't tied to a certain type of person that has been disenfranchised and shit on and murdered?
I mean, fuck the Irish.
Haven't they been bombed for years by themselves?
They bombed themselves.
Yeah, I don't know who's bombing them, but I know there's cars exploding everywhere.
Brits, limeys. I mean, it depends on how you define a slur.
I'm just saying that's one where you're like,
have the Brits been oppressed? They're the original white.
Oh no,
right?
They suck. Like everybody should hate British people.
We're like, they fucking put us down. You know what I mean?
The like, Canadians.
They tried to make us pay.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Yeah.
That's really kind of what happened. Is we came here and we're like, now that there's enough distance, we don't want to pay you guys.
Yeah, we don't want to. What are we doing?
That's really why happened.
And we're charging an extra.
Yeah,
like, remember that thing we all agreed on, and we're part of a team.
Yeah.
Nah, come on. What are you gonna do? We're 8 months away. You have to take about 8 months to get us to.
It's like driving your lease to like Washington. You're like, come get it if you can find it.
Yeah.
Fucking Seattle, baby.
Oh no, I leased this car. Now I live in Bozeman, Montana.
Yeah. Good luck finding me.
So.
No,
I mean, okay, back to my movies. So yeah, we got Legends of the Fall, Braveheart. I mean, the first time I saw Star
Braveheart
Wars,
is one of your top 5?
No.
Okay, I said that.
Yeah,
and then you grabbed
I do like Braveheart a lot.
It is great.
Yeah. I used to have it on VHS because it came with a 2-boxer.
Mel Gibson made some good films.
Yes,
he did.
He really did.
Not good phone calls.
Not good phone
but
calls.
Just as entertaining as the movie.
Didn't do great in the back of a police car either.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Patriot was killer.
Patriot, fantastic film.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, great
that is
movie.
One of my favorite
that
movies.
is
Not your five. Though.
No, I actually wrote a paper on that in college. I wrote a paper on Saving Private Ryan and the Medal of Honor. I wrote a paper on Nazis' depictions in video games from the 80s to 2012.
Not good.
Not good.
It changed. It was interesting. I mean, like, because they used to have a lot more. symbology. Like we don't really do symbols anymore. Like if you play like old video games, there'll be like robot Hitler with like the whole mustache and like
Swastikas
all the
and shit,
swastikas and shit. And now when you play
because graphics back then you could only do the squares.
yeah.
It's like we can at least get that. They'll know what it is.
That they'll know.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
And like now, like they don't have a lot of Nazi symbology in the new World War II games, just because they think it'll push the youth right.
I could see that.
But then also,
because you ever play games with these kids nowadays? They're already there.
They're halfway
They're
there.
already throwing out N-words left and right, dude. I'm like,
I mean, they're. I'm not defending that, but that's what kids do. Is when you find out something naughty.
Oh, you just lean all the way into it.
Yeah.
100%
Like
we
I
do.
mean, that was, dude. Yeah, the first time you learned the word sucks. Like
just
you
keep
keep saying it. Yeah,
my kid, I caught him yesterday playing. He was playing VR.
Yeah.
And so it's just all these other kids. They play this game called Gorilla Tag. So my kid's 8.
That
and
could be a racist
He just
slur
listens.
from-
Yeah.
If you wanna think that way.
He just plays with a bunch of other 8 to 12-year-olds, and they run around, and they're just gorillas, and they play tag.
Yeah.
And then they talk shit and whatever.
that's
and so
fun.
I hear from the other room, my 8-year-old goes, English or Spanish? Because this is like a trend that they're doing now, where the kid goes English or Spanish, and then you
You
choose.
say English. I say English.
All right. If you move, you're gay.
That's
And then they run away. That's what they do. And I'm like, that's so fucking
I love that it never dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That is so, bro. We have so many. Raise your hand if you're gay. We had so many da 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 and you're gay.
Yeah.
insane.
Loser says what?
That's fucking. I love that does
It's
not go
morphed
away.
into a new thing.
It's like a TikTok trend right now.
English
It's
or
just like
Spanish.
English or Spanish, and they go Spanish, and then in Spanish they'll be like, blah blah, seen you're gay.
Damn, that's funny.
So, yeah.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, and then
That was exciting.
they do it to like it's also not even just kids doing it. This trend on TikTok is like it's like people walking up to grown men in the airport,
English or Spanish, yeah.
and then they go English or Spanish. They always go English, and they go if you move, you're gay. And then like a grown man with like a briefcase will be like,
I ain't going nowhere.
and then he starts to move, but it's insane.
Oh, there we
Whoa,
go.
Jesus.
Sorry, the mixer's all fucked up. I feel like we're lacking a little context here. It started with one guy, and it's like this Latino guy who goes up to people, typically in malls, but the accent is a lot of it. He goes, excuse me, English or Spanish? And then they'll go, English. And he goes, first one who moves is gay. and so a lot of people will recreate it in that exact accent.
In that accent.
Yeah.
Not the kids though. Not on
Not
the
kids.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
But the kids actually stop before they just say English or Spanish. Now they don't even say first one who moved. I've seen versions of it where they get in trouble if they say the second part. So now they just go English or Spanish, and then
And you're just calling them gay.
exactly
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It's like when Christians put the ichthus over their doors so the Romans wouldn't find them.
Yeah, that's great. You just say that. Damn, I like that. That's so coded.
It's so ridiculous.
That's
I play those games with them because I got 2 headsets. I'll put it on. I'll play with them, and then I'm just an adult playing it, and I'm bad at it because it's like they learn how to play it, and you're in a whole you're climbing trees and shit in this thing, and it's video game, but it's like I don't like heights. It makes me feel weird. And then there'll be like a 5-year-old be like, "Let me show you how to do it." And then you're like, "This is weird. We're hanging out."
Yeah.
but I was like, "My kid's over there. I should probably go over to there."
Yeah.
But we're not.
But
whatever.
we're in another world.
We're in another
You're
world.
not my son here.
Yeah, exactly. So then he'll teach me how to do this shit. But like I hear the shit they say, it's crazy, and I can always tell like when someone's like my kid will be like, "I'm not even black," and I'm like, "Why you say?" And I go, "Oh, someone just called you the N-word." That's like Jesus Christ, dude. It's like video games, man. It's insane.
It's hilarious. Getting arrested.
Yeah. Well, my son, he's a Hispanic kid, but half Hispanic, half white, but also.
his
His
immediate people
immediate
come from Spain. The Spanish people are white.
Okay, whatever.
Gotcha.
Mexican.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Why are we picking this apart? But his step grandfather and his aunt, who is basically his sister, right?
Yeah.
Like they hang out every day. They're all black. So he's like around black culture all of the time. And so he'll yell at these motherfuckers. Like he's like, you're not supposed to say that he's 8. So it's like adorable and really cute.
Yeah.
But then he'll call someone gay and run away.
Yo, that's very black. It's the blackest thing you've done.
You can't say that. Gay.
But you're gay.
That's insane.
If you call me that, you're gay.
That's absurd. But all right, movies.
Back to your
We're really
movie.
great.
Serenity, fantastic film.
I don't know that.
Fuck is what?
It's a sci-fi film. Josh Whedon, he did it with Nathan Fillion. It's
I didn't even know those actors.
Yeah, it's Firefly.
Serenity.
It's space western, space opera western thing that I really like.
Space opera western.
Yeah.
I don't even.
That's not a good way to describe anything.
That's three things that are not.
It's not an
There's
opera.
no
it's like
way.
a soap opera, but in
that's-
space.
all right.
So there's
I was
like,
about to say, there's no way what I'm thinking is correct.
Right.
That's not what this is.
You have to say soap, dude.
yeah. You have to say so.
Yeah.
Space
Because
opera
we're
western,
picturing
yeah.
something totally different.
You're picturing like the Fifth Element sort
Yeah,
of thing.
people-
like,
Yeah, kind of, but with chaps.
Yeah.
Chaps. Yeah.
There's some that's not bad.
Laser guns.
Yeah, they do have laser guns. Yeah.
Oh, did you like, what was that HBO show that was huge for a minute? That's fucking sci-fi western.
Westworld.
Westworld, you like that?
Westworld was interesting. They kind of went off the rails.
It went crazy.
Yeah, they kind of went off the rails
Crazy.
there. Like the first 2 seasons were really cool, and then they were just like, what if we just have everyone fuck all the time?
Yeah, well, it's HBO.
Well, that's
That's kind of the formula. They're like, hey, man, it's kind of dipping this season. What do we do? What if
I'm
everyone
watching
starts fucking
Boardwalk
everybody?
Empire. I have never seen this many white titties. It's insane, dude. There's one scene where it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like the lady's like, she's like hanging out and she's robed, and then they cut, and then when they cut back, the boob is out. Almost like the director was like, "Excuse me, one second, we need titties. This is HBO."
Yeah. And it doesn't really make sense in like that. So that show is great, but there's no way 1910s, 1920s sex was hot. This is like biggest bush and arm hair, and then we're talking like portly English ladies. Like it's not like it's not gonna be hot.
The only argument I'll have against that is it's like elite. These people, it's elite that.
Yeah.
So it maybe like just meaning maybe.
Is it elite?
Yeah. I mean, this guy's the guy they're following,
but they're
Enoch
fucking
is
street
rich.
prostitutes and stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't hot in them brothels. I don't know if when you see that. I see what you mean, but I feel like from watching it in the first season, it's been a good contrast. Like I've been seeing like, oh, this lady, this sucks. Like,
you're only one season in.
I'm only one season in,
All right,
so I don't know how crazy it gets.
But I'm just saying, you could do that show with no sex, and it'd be
good.
Great. But HBO is like, let's put in sex.
Let's push
that's
it.
kind of our thing.
Well, that's part of they have like a sex position. Like above, like they're like we're not, fucking
it's
NBC.
Crazy,
they put tits in Oz.
Yeah,
I'm in Oz, and they put a lot of tits in Oz. So you're like, how the fuck are their tits? These women guards are just fucking everybody. Yeah. So
it's a lot. You
HBO really is like, how can we do this?
Yeah,
women.
That's
guards.
the only notes you get from them. More tits, please.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, this is weird.
You didn't like the whole subplot of the man, realizing that he hates his father, but he's becoming his father. It's like no shows.
You're talking about the subplot of my life?
Have his mom come out and just show titties, please. We have to have titties. What do we do? We're HBO.
Exactly. Flashback to the mother's tits.
It's a blurry screen. Go ahead, Will.
Serenity's really
movies.
good. Legends of the Fall. I'm trying to think, as I'm not a big movie guy.
You're a books guy.
Yeah.
I'm not
fine.
saying I'd be an asshole, but I forgot you're.
No, and sometimes
he's a reader.
I don't like coming off of as an asshole like that too, because like a lot of people who are like, man, the book was better than the movie.
All right,
it's
so
like, that's an annoying.
So your
thing.
favorite
You're a book guy.
book to screen, then that's better, I guess, for him. Right? Book to screen.
Book to screen. So let's see.
And don't
what did they do?
break out differences. Or don't
you
be
gotta
like,
go too deep.
no,
Just
you know,
name things.
They did Game of Thrones great. They did Game of Thrones, and I know that's not a movie, but it's
just
Yeah,
anything. Yeah, it don't have to be
they did fucking Game of Thrones fantastic. The Dune stuff. I just rewatched Dune and Dune Part 2. I'm not a huge fan of Timothy Calumet, but but they
His
knocked.
name was Callum. Okay.
No one's
It's-
ever said it like
Yeah,
that.
Is it Chalamet?
I think it's yeah. I just
Calumet.
I used to live off
Yeah, dude.
Calumet Street over
Okay,
on
okay.
Calumet.
Calumet lotion when I had fucking
Yeah.
They did a great job on Dune. Yeah, so I'm a big sci-fi fantasy guy. And then, I mean, Saving Private Ryan is dope. You're right.
God, it's so good. Every Tom Hanks war movie or
Band of Brothers
series,
Pacific. Yep.
Even Masters of Air, it took a second to get into, I think,
Okay.
but then it was killer. My biggest complaint. Did you watch it?
Yeah, yeah.
My biggest complaint about it is so they had the guy who played Elvis, whatever that fucking pretty.
Timothy
That
Chalamet.
pretty
He's so
boy.
pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty, dude. It's insane how pretty that guy is.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is World War II, and this guy's got eyeliner on, it felt like.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then eventually you get used to how pretty he is in the show. So you're like, all right, because you're watching a war film, people are dying all around. So you kind of want these like gritty war dudes, you know? But then it's just fucking this pretty guy. And
Right.
he's the lead, and he ends up doing a good job. And it's you get that away, you know, you get away from that. But I don't know. I do love everything that Tom Hanks is involved in. Him and Steven Spielberg, kind of the best.
I mean,
war pairing
Raiders.
there is.
The Raiders series up until a point was one of my favorite series. I used to go hang out at this kid Timmy Root's house, and we would just go watch Raiders of the Lost Ark like every fucking weekend.
That's
And
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, that's Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Book to, so that's your book to
Books.
screen?
I mean, no books. I'm trying to think about them more. I mean, Lord of the Rings. They're both.
They
awesome.
nailed it.
I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
The Lord of the Rings movies.
I
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
What you thought he
I was
said?
thinking Lord of the Flies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
I
that's
didn't know
been
there
a
was a book.
Why hasn't that been a movie?
It has been.
Lord of the Flies. Wait.
Okay.
It was made in like the 80s. But
okay,
yeah. But
yeah.
it's not. It's fine.
Not great.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here's mine's book to screen. Holes.
Holes is
Holes
hey.
is like
Oh,
really
is that a
solid.
Disney movie?
Yeah, but it was a really good book.
It was Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Man, that's a classic.
I never
line.
saw this.
Yeah. It's
Holes.
become a TikTok thing too, which is
Yeah.
interesting because like these like my younger cousins sent me this and they're like, "Isn't this funny?" And I go, "Yeah,
it was hilarious.
It was
when I was
hilarious.
there.
Yeah.
I think I might have been too old for this.
Yeah. Maybe. When I was in 5th grade.
And how old are
when
you?
the movie came out? 32.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
so that means add 7 years. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
so
were
you
fucking
already
in
you
high
already
school.
you already
Damn, I'm on my
You're
way
about to
out.
graduate.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well,
Okay.
You were like, smell this.
Don't talk so
pussy."
soon.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm still about to graduate.
yeah, but that gives a perspective. Yeah, dude, you're what's happening in that time? 8 Mile. You're probably fucking with 8 Mile.
I fucking loved 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Brittany Murphy going like this?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, man, her. Yeah. Whew.
That was your. That was
All right.
Girl
Pete.
Erupted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my second book,
Brittany Murphy was
Think
the
Like a
best.
Man.
That one was
It was dude. I'm fucked up. I mean, it's a good movie.
That was
It's funny,
Steve-
but that was not a great
They
book.
did what?
It was not a good book, dude. It
didn't
took
know it was a
over
book.
black culture in a way that
It was
was
so confusing.
confusing as fuck. It was like wait 90 days to fuck.
Yeah.
You know, the whole 90-day rule. That all comes
Yeah.
from that book. and
Act
shit.
like a woman.
I've never
think
heard of a
like a
90-day
man.
rule.
Act like a
Act like
Act
a
like a
man.
woman.
Act like a man. Think like a woman.
act like a lady. Think like a man.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the movie was Think Like a Man. That was a joke answer, but
Yeah, no, I know.
yeah, it
I
wasn't
know.
like
I
nobody
was-
gave a fuck about that. It was just
Wasn't
Think
Kevin,
Like a
wasn't
Man.
that one of Kevin Hart's?
That was all it was about. Kevin Hart was really hot at that time.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's go see Kevin Hart's movie.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're gonna put Steve Harvey in it because the Will Packer
Didn't he grow?
created it
He
from the
ghost.
book.
He ghost wrote that book, right? Ghost wrote it.
No, that was his book.
Ghost
but-
Root.
Ghost
Yeah.
Root.
Ghost-
Yeah, he ghost rooted it.
He ghost. He ghost rode the whip.
He ghost wrote the script. But he, whatever. Will Packer took it and they made it into the film, and it was $100 million, all that type of shit.
Damn.
But it wasn't
I've never
like
seen
it was a book that like took over with single black women or women that were divorced or whatever. You was reading that
Stella
book.
got her glued.
But it was-
back. Eat, Pray, Love. That was another book.
Yeah, Eat, Pray, Love. Yeah. I'm not a big. I don't give a fuck about books.
Right.
Like I'm trying to think of the last time I was like
I do a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah.
audiobooks. Okay.
I'm more of a magazine guy. You
more
know, like I
magazine?
like to read, but the pictures help.
Yeah.
Keep interested.
Okay. Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
good. Nah, I read once in a great
Yeah.
while, but
That's why
not much.
I read shit that I only read shit that like older black men recommend to me. They go,
So, the
young
Bible?
brother, young brother, you got no, well, yeah, whatever. Like, young brother, you got to read this book. So like one of the books I'm still reading because it's like 700 pages.
The Bible.
Is the history of African American comedy from slavery to Richard Pryor, but the extension is to Chris Rock. So I'll read this book. It's all like minstrelsy and all. It's like the whole shit about black people getting in show business. So I go, okay, cool. Godfrey recommended that book, so I was like, I'll read this book. You know what I mean? But like to be sitting and be like, oh shit, this such and such has a book out or whatever. I don't have a favorite author. Like I don't have any of that shit, and so that's probably why when a big movie comes like a Dune or something like that, and it comes out and it's this big deal. I never understand the excitement behind any of that shit. Even like the Marvel movie, I never understood the excitement. But then if you read a thing and you were into it, you're like, I kind of want to see this.
Right. I want to see how they've done it. Yeah.
And the last thing I had that was kind of like that was Harry Potter and fucking Holes. That was the last.
Well, it's one of those things is if you read a book and then go see the movie, when you read the book, you have an idea of how they look. You see those characters in your brain. You've made them all up.
Yeah.
And so then when you go see on stage, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? But Harry Potter I read after I'd seen movies. So then when I read the book, I saw all the actors in the movie, right?
Did
so
it make the book better? Because of that?
I liked them both, right? So to me, it wasn't like I liked them both, but I don't also care all that much.
Right. I don't know. Getting mad about that, like there was a phase in like my teens and 20s when I would get mad about that kind of stuff, and then like you see people get really mad about it right now because of like funny racist stuff. So because in the new House of the Dragon stuff, they made the Valerians, who were like a big family with dragons, they made them black, and everyone's just like, not everyone, but I part of the fucking internet.
The same people that didn't like Ariel being black. I love that's some of my favorite.
How you gonna How you gonna do a black dragon? Come on. You're like, dragons aren't real.
It's like really.
That's so
you're
funny.
making the black guys the best sailors, and it's like
what if they fall out? You're like, what the fuck? Well, the mermaids will get them.
But it's great.
It's and then in The Boys, they made the smartest person in the world a black woman, and then that same part of the internet's like, it's like,
I like that.
Guys, someone can fly and shoot lasers. Can you?
It's like even in pretend, they're like, no, you're not even better if we're pretending.
Well, it's crazy, right? So I mean, our fucking the election, and all that shit, right? Biden's falling asleep and dying, and he's falling. It doesn't make any sense. Anything he does, and we have a fully capable vice president. They're like, no, black lady,
not yet.
No, black and a lady. Are you kidding me? Let's talk to Hillary. Maybe she'll do it. And we're like, what the fuck? That's not gonna work. We're fucked.
RoboCop Camilla.
Yeah. She's way better than fucking Biden. But there's no way our country is ready. They weren't ready for a woman.
Oh man.
Well, black lady president is hilarious because someday she's just gonna come in and be like, I ain't doing shit. That's like real shit. That's no joke. Every black lady
apparently Camilla just brought in some Epsom salt and is gonna soak her damn feet.
She ain't doing shit today. She says she's not doing it. but it's like they're good at managing their mental health at work. I'm gonna take I'm coming in, but I'm taking a mental health day.
I'm not doing shit.
I ain't doing shit today.
I'm gonna scroll. I'm here.
She been on her phone all day. Bitch, we have briefings.
China's doing what?
But I think that was what Obama was doing. On his just like, I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna take a mental health day. When he would just show up and be like, yes, bomb them. Don't even bring this to me. The answer is always bomb them.
It's a wedding? Sure.
Nuke them. I don't give a fuck.
Everyone was mad at George Bush. They're like, he keeps going to his ranch.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing nothing.
That guy's so funny.
He's a lovable war criminal.
What a
really
second.
Is.
What a
But as you should be.
Yeah.
If you're like an evil worker, they try to take you down. But if you're like likable and
of course.
the devil is sweet.
If you could see him finger gunsing into Shoney's,
now watch this stroke.
Yeah, he's wild, dude.
Yeah.
I've grown to like him. I hated him when he was in.
Oh yeah.
But also, I gotta be honest, I probably didn't really know what the hell I was talking about. I was young enough
Same.
where I was like 18,
Yeah.
and I was more like, let's get drunk.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and watch
That's
8
kinda-
Mile.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
anarchy rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know why I really hated him?
What's up, buddy?
Because I liked George Carlin. And George Carlin hated him so much. I was like, yeah, this guy sucks.
So,
dude.
yeah, it was the
whatever
same-
George Carlin's saying. for
Patton
sure.
Oswalt. Patton Oswalt. He was Patton Oswalt and David Cross.
David Cross.
David Cross
They were
and Patton
huge at
Oswalt
that time, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
they were
course,
both. They were
shitting
both
on
like, and I was like, I like those guys. So yeah.
Mine was BT.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I think about something.
Well, you shouldn't like any president. I'm assuming.
no.
I assume.
Well,
even Obama, you guys were like,
it was just that was all like just how do you say cosmetics? Like it was just all
Yeah.
like get him in there like whatever.
Yeah.
I remember rooting for that and all that shit. It was fun. The funnest part about Obama becoming president, I went to predominantly white school. Dude, that Wednesday, it was dead silent. It was quiet. Dude, you'd have thought the next day was 9/11. It was so fucking quiet at
funny.
school, dude. Like, and
you're like knocking people's books off the
oh,
desk.
but all the we were loud. Like I never forget how loud we was. We was just like, it was just, it was like he won. We didn't like. We were like, oh, great, he won. My grandma's happy.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We just. It was to us. It was just another day.
Yeah,
the next day,
I
was
still
just
had to
another
turn
day.
in homework.
Yeah, we still had to do whatever.
Yeah.
But so we were just acting how we were normally acting. But it was irritating people more because
yeah.
of the
'Cause you
day
gotta
before.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very. I'll never forget how quiet every class. It was like, dude, it's fucking quiet today. We had to go to basketball practice and shit, and it was like quiet. Coach is just like, we're just gonna run today.
Just doing laps.
We're like,
doing
what?
it.
Laps, dude. We're running. Don't even fucking think about it, dude. We're running. So, but I can't. But I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of before that. I'm trying to think of a time that it might have been like that. And Will would know. He's the history. But was it like Andrew Johnson?
Clinton was cool. People liked him.
When it was
For
just
black
like
people?
what? No, not even black people. Just like at the time. You know,
when
I
we
mean,
were like,
Trump
we're
was
fucked?
one where it was like, but it was split. We got to see the other side be really amped up. You know what I mean? So it's like a time in history where it was just like probably.
So I think
Nixon maybe.
All right. I mean, so Nixon had one of the biggest landslides ever. Nixon whooped that ass.
Like Obama.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Obama
no, like-
beat the shit out of
Yeah,
McCain.
yeah, exactly.
We went to bed knowing he's black.
And McCain wouldn't have been that bad.
No,
I think he would have been
I mean, he would have
fine.
been fine.
Looking back, yeah,
In
100%.
comparison, I'd be like, I'd take it. Give me a fucking.
Give me a McCain or a
Yeah,
Romney
yeah.
right now
Yeah, yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
dude. I mean, I would never ask for a Mike Pence, but I kind of just want anyone that would fucking
It's not
act
them.
normal.
Yeah,
That would just like
yeah.
act like a regular person.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree with what they like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, if you could just like
Do you remember
keep
when-
your elbows off
do you
the
remember
table.
when- yeah.
It's like,
Do you remember when
whatever.
Dave Chappelle
Use a
like
napkin.
they ruined that one guy, the Ron or what was his name?
Ah,
Yeah.
that-
Wow. We're gonna.
DeSantis?
No, it's not. It was his name was like Howard.
Ron Paul?
Not Ron
No,
Paul.
the Big Ears?
The Ron Paul Revolution. That's Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. Yeah.
Ron-
Thinking of all the R's.
Let me
Perot was pretty cool.
Brandon's gonna know in a second.
He was a character,
It was.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't remember who that was, but
It was Howard Dean.
Dude, he would
Howard
have. Ross Perot was a character. Was such a character that I remember on Nickelodeon. All that they would do sketches about him.
Yeah.
And like we're kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was-
but everyone knew who he was because he was a
'Cause
cartoon.
Amanda Bynes-
He had the big
yeah,
ears.
yeah,
He
yeah.
had like huge elf-looking ears.
Well,
like,
he was another one of those billionaire guys who was like, "This is how I trick the federal government." And then when Clinton beat Bush Sr., everyone was like, "This guy fucking ruined it for us because he split the the conservative vote." And so yeah,
which is.
then they
Yeah.
consolidated
if
power.
only we could get someone like that.
I mean, I know who I don't want ever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what happens. I will
Yeah.
never, even culturally, I will never vote for Ben Carson. Ben Carson, smart guy, like obviously, fucking neurosurgeon,
yeah.
right? One of the first guys, I think, probably only guy to split. Conjoined chins, conjoined twins from the head.
There were
like,
two Asian twins.
Yeah, chins. Yeah.
That's fucked
But he fucking whatever. He did that shit. And it's mostly because he had all that money, like worth like $20 million as a neurosurgeon, and his wife was garbage, dude. She just did not fit. Like, she didn't look like how black dudes with money, how their wives look. Like, he didn't at all.
How should black dudes with money's wives look?
I've always said
gold chains.
No, his wife. You either enhance your lady, like you get, like you make her. We're gonna get you some titties. We're gonna fucking BBL. We're gonna fix you up, or you just get a white lady.
Yeah,
like you just like if he had a white wife, I'm like fine.
I guess it's like investing.
Yeah, it's.
I think I don't know.
We're gonna make it how.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It is.
Not
Yeah,
good,
well, you make payments on it.
Yeah, thank you, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, dude, the ROI on fucking on your fucking lady, yeah, it's insane. But his wife was just like a plain, like deaconess built lady, dude. Just fucking like, you're like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I can't get behind this shit.
I mean,
after Michelle Obama.
Big Mike.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I like Michelle Obama.
No, she looks nice. That's my point. It's like his wife was like nice. You're like, God, that lady's like,
yeah.
You know, you at a party, you're like, I'm gonna fuck this lady.
Yeah.
You gonna fuck Big Mike?
I fuck Big Mike.
Big Mike. Why is that?
That's what the white side calls it.
Well, that's the once again that part of the internet
That
I
part
keep
of the internet that he keeps ending up on. How does this happen?
I always assume Will's a liberal, but then I'm like,
Oh no, he's Mississippi liberal.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
understand, dude.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like,
I get it.
It's like I'll play ball with you.
Yeah,
but,
no, well, I mean, I'm not a. I don't know. It was.
but as long as you go by your birth name.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey.
I don't know. I got called a cuck liberal because this guy tried to show me a video of him getting of like this guy getting his ass kicked, and he's like, hey, you want to see this video of this guy getting his ass kicked? And I go, nah, I'm good. And he's like, fucking libtard. I'm like, I don't know if that's.
I
Like,
don't want to see violence, buddy. This guy's a pussy.
Yeah. I don't know if that's, you know. I don't know if you can tell where I stand on abortion from the fact that I don't want to see it.
But it might not be your fault that you like there's shit I know, like just based off my algorithm, like the stuff that I look at, I feel like the internet just feeds me
what you want to see.
black shit. No, it feeds me shit from. It's like, dude, the culture. It just feeds me shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't like stuff like I don't like. I literally don't like it. I don't click liking it. I don't really watch it. But I'm like, somehow I'm able to keep up with everything just in the distance. Like, oh yeah, I fucking see that. It just feeds it to you.
I think all the algorithms, they send what you want.
Yeah.
What you've been looking at, like what you think about somehow, they know.
They know.
They figure
They
it
know
out.
something,
Dude.
yeah.
Van Kirk has this great joke where he goes, if you have one of those friends or one of those relatives is like, I don't like TikTok because all it is underage girls shaking their ass. They're telling on themselves.
Yeah.
That's their algorithm. You look at my algorithm; it's all dogs.
Yeah.
like they're.
My algorithm has a sick thing. It just showed me how to install a French drain that I really like. What I want to do.
French drain.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference?
what is that?
A French drain is how
fucking smelly, shitty, dirty drain full of
It
cigarettes.
smokes in the house.
it is. It's currently protesting the Olympics. No, it's just a different type of drain.
Full of bed bugs.
Yeah.
Brexit. Yeah.
Damn, we hate French people. Really, I didn't know.
But that's fine. They're oppressors as well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when we
So wait, what is a French drain? We didn't
It's just
let you
it's a
talk at
drain
all.
that's like filled with gravel that's really interesting, but it doesn't like flood your yard, but it looks really nice.
Oh, so it just goes outside.
Yeah. It's a nice way to just get water.
Some throwback shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you said drain, not sink.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I'm imagining drain.
I also did it first until you started talking. And then I was like, okay.
I only
And then I
imagine
imagined a sink that just goes outside.
Yeah.
That's all.
a long,
Yeah, just
exactly.
under a bunch of rocks. And I was like, okay.
No, the farmhouse sinks are what's really popular in French style stuff right now.
Okay, you are a Mississippi libtard.
I think I get a lot of house renovation stuff because I just Google that shit. So, but I'm not ever doing any of that shit. I might hire someone one day, but
Yeah.
And then I get a lot of cute dogs.
Cute dogs
And then
are good.
and then I get. This is gonna sound bad, but I get a lot of Down syndrome people enjoying themselves.
Awesome things.
Yeah. Like there's this great video of this dog licking this kid's foot, and he's just having the best time in the entire world. And then I send that to 8 people.
Yeah.
And that's really I have a lot of Down syndrome dating and all sorts of shit that's in my feed. And I didn't mean to do that, but it happened.
Shit's
and then
bad,
just
bro.
told me about
my
why.
shit is just.
Oh, yours is bad.
It's not even nudity or it's not even like nothing like it's just like Jamie Foxx is a clone, and
I've seen some of those.
you know what I mean? Like it's like shit like that. For like I'll have that sports stuff. But all my shit is like it's all wrapped in conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I get random preachers sometimes, just like random pastor
Trying to
just
save you.
It's just crazy, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to switch this up. I got to change this a little bit, and
You can. It's pretty easy. You just start hearting. You just look at dog videos. Heart.
Yeah.
Within a matter of a week, you can get fucking all
You
the
can
big
change it,
dog
yeah.
shit. You know,
but man,
Unless you go
they're
to-
gonna sneak one in.
unless you go to Twitter, which
It'll
is
be
the
like-
worst feed. Have you ever scrolled?
Twitter,
through-
I don't
Twitter.
have-
It's just fucking street fights.
I don't
street
I
fights
don't-
and porno.
I don't
That's all it is, dude.
have Twitter on my phone. I straight
Good
up
call.
I don't
don't ever use it anymore.
It was 2 election cycles ago because I was working on that political campaign in Mississippi. So I guess it was like 2016 or 2015 or 16.
Which side?
I was working for a Democrat in Mississippi, which
yeah.
like I used to do bits about that. Like it's like that
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like you like
It's Mississippi.
Yeah, exactly.
Always
It's-
a fan of the underdog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also now I do stand up comedy, so I'm just chock full of shitty ideas, you know? Like
Yeah.
So was your grandpa around when you were doing that?
My grandpa was pissed.
What did he? I have to
Dude,
know
my
how
grandpa,
your
my
grandpa
grandpa,
felt.
he was like, I was working for a guy who's running for district attorney in the 1st district of Mississippi, and he was just like, I can't believe you working for that liberal some bitch, you know, just like. He's got that Democrat behind his name. I don't think he's a bad man, but why would you work for a Democrat? You know, them fucking boys. He ruined it. Dude, Bill Clinton, I bet, you know,
Yeah.
there was some weird stuff because
It sounds like Boardwalk Empire, by the way.
yeah, no, and it was interesting because that was when Trump was first running against Hill Dog, and like Twitter was just on fire at the time, and like I would have you wake up, you check your social medias and shit, and I would just be like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, he's a Russian spy, and then like, where are the bodies, Hillary? And I was like, I can't have this on my phone.
The bodies are on the laptop.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
They're in the
exactly.
emails.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
That was that was I don't know. Now it's like I only vote because people died, so I could.
Yeah.
But I usually write it. Like I voted for Kanye last time.
There you go.
It was just fun. Like like I said, he was the only candidate that had an album I enjoyed. It's just like, and I've never wore their shoes.
Yeah.
No other candidate's shoes.
Yeah.
I just was like, who do I don't like any of this. This is options.
It's I think it's for years and years. It's just always been the lesser of the two evils. You just choose kind of the two sides. You choose the one that aligns mostly with you. None of them are going to align with you unless you're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
But none of them really align with you ever. You know, you're just like, well, this one is closest to me.
Yeah.
Right. And there's nothing funny about that.
Yeah, well, now it's like
We don't have to
now
be funny all the time.
but now we have like it's like they all have always been full of shit, but we had guys that were like pretty good at being full of shit, and now we got the worst versions
there's fucking
of
the
guys
oldest.
being
I've
full
never,
of shit.
I've never voted for president in my entire adult life, and I have never felt smarter because
Right?
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone has always told me to vote. Otherwise, bad things were happening,
Yeah.
and I have never participated.
Bad
and we're
things have
still-
happened, Will.
Yeah. And it's still, it's
You could have
still-
stopped
I
this.
could have stopped this.
No,
It's just like no. This
No,
is
it's
clearly
bad.
outside of my control.
Yeah, I know.
And like
None of
I
it's
voted,
at
I
all.
voted for local stuff, and anytime I vote locally, I always actually research the candidates that I vote for. So like I voted for a libertarian guy who was running for like a school board thing because he was like, I can save HISD like millions of dollars if we start the school time staggered. So like you start elementary school different than middle school different than high school, so you don't have to have like 5 million bus drivers at the same time.
Right.
You can like get them to run different
yeah.
shuttle routes for everyone.
I bet you
And
bus
it's like-
drivers loved that guy.
they would
hated that guy.
no, they were gonna get paid OT. The bus drivers that would like he had this whole plan thought out,
Yeah.
and like and then it's like, well, what about the bus drivers that only worked like smaller routes? Because there were some bus drivers that just would do like 1 or 2 routes, and so like I don't know, trying to efficientize things seems cool. Like, and I wasn't asking him like, hey man, because he was a weird libertarian. So I'm not gonna be like, yo dog, what do you think happened to Kennedy? Like I
Did the
don't
guy
know.
win?
Fuck no.
There you go.
Like
not happening.
Republicans.
If you got a good idea, they like, we gonna shoot your ass.
Yeah.
No.
Republicans never win in school district stuff. It's always Democrats because and it hasn't gotten better there either.
That debate did seem like every time they'd ask a question, it was like a Facebook post where like bad ideas only.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Wrong ideas only.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. But I said that
You guys all had to.
I watched it in post. You know what I mean? Like I didn't watch it while it was happening, but
I was working.
yeah,
I watched
we
it.
were. That's right. We were on stage when that shit was happening. I watched it later.
Rub it in.
I said it should have been. They need to add like another. If we're gonna have candidates this old and bad, well then let's just add some kind of old man shit in between it. Just to make it a little more making sense. So it should be a card game.
Yeah.
You know, or something like that.
Absolutely.
Like if they're playing Uno, you'd be like, yeah.
I was just gonna have them to sit at the park and just
fuck it. Like for real, bird watching, whatever.
Yeah.
Like make it a thing. Do not have them stand up there and try to be professional.
Yeah.
It's fucking over.
Fight with each other about golf scores.
Yeah.
You're like, what
just happened?
He's like, my handicap was 6.
The debate,
in your fucking life,
exactly.
dude. And you're like, what? He goes,
they should debate on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Whatever, because like everyone in both of those camps, like those working in political jobs, or like what do you consider an old like prestige job? Like when you would
when I think of an old job, I think of like mining. Or like for real, like something in that, like it's definitely like hard labor. But
I was like
factories,
like railroad, or that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
like auto, like I work in Detroit and I make engines for Ford.
You sweat.
I always say this is weird, but I always think of cereal factories like Kellogg's.
That's
the Kellogg's. The Kellogg's factory in Memphis is on strike right now.
Why,
the Kellogg's factory.
Did you watch that Seinfeld movie? Is that why?
No. I made it about
the Pop-Tart movie.
Pop-Tart movie.
I made it about 20 fucking minutes into that thing, and I was.
You didn't watch it?
I
thought it was. I love a movie. This is what I love about his shit. I love that it's all about nothing, because everything is so like deep and like drawn out, making me make a decision as a watcher. Like, are you with the villain? Are you with the hero that's gonna be the villain? So, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, we got Post and we got Kellogg's, and this is how the Pop-Tart came about." It was just a nothing movie. It was just nothing.
I don't know.
You know, if it would have got dark. Like it was a fucking limited series, and they were like killing people. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're ruining that. Why the fuck?
Someone got killed over a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, but it's like this Pop-Tart movie is now, or this Pop-Tart thing has now like turned into like Bloodline. Like it's fucking too deep.
Yeah, well, everyone hated that movie. You're the only one who liked it.
Yeah, everyone hated it because it was. My opinion is that. Because it doesn't add anything to it. Yeah. Like that movie would have been great in like, I don't know, like 1997, 1998.
It's just the news. Like is this like I don't know. I don't keep up with Jerry Seinfeld.
Right,
like,
yeah.
This was them was the idea of them coming up with the Pop-Tart. It was like it was basically.
Is it true?
It's almost
no.
I think
no.
It's like the Breakfast Wars. They're like kind of thing. You know,
but it's completely made up.
It's completely made up.
I think I always think of it because that movie
made up. You said it with so much conviction.
He said it. Jerry Seinfeld said he wrote it, and it's none of it's based in.
Oh, this is our first time from hearing from the B-Dog today. Thank you.
He's been running around distracted.
He's been doing shit.
I know he's doing shit, but
Jerry said it. I had no idea.
What I was trying to say was like old prestige jobs, because like working on a political campaign used to be like a prestigious job. Like, hi, I'm so and so. I'm the script writer for like the Democrat who's running for stuff, and like now if I met someone who's like, I work for Joe Biden's campaign, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
What is happening? I'm the official, like, what do you like dab his lips before he gets out there? Like I
think if you work on Biden's campaign, I think it's like when Elon bought Twitter and he just showed up to Twitter and people were just on beanbags. He's like, I'm firing everybody. I think that's what it's like if you go to Biden shit. He's gonna forget what we write anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be nice for us to see the entire rest of each team. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Like, because we know that they fucking suck.
Yeah.
We're like, it's like a football team, right? Like our quarterback's a fucking joke.
Right.
But at least we got a good wide receiver over here.
You're
know?
the Jets.
I want to see. I want to see everybody on the fucking
I need
team.
to see everybody on this. Yeah.
You know, I want to see the depth chart.
Well,
it
feels like old fantasy novels too, where it's like there's just gonna be some guy with like a weird title and be like, my lord is tired today and he won't be able to make any decisions. But if you give me $50,000, then we would be able to build the pipeline over the Native American burial ground.
pipeline.
Yeah, French pipeline. Yeah. It's just like, I want to know who the rest of these people are.
Who owns Squad? That's for sure.
I mean, I'm sure we can Google it, but
we need a Kendrick.
they should be at the debates. Let them debate each other a little bit.
yeah.
All at once, have them, and then be like Family Feud style. Let's Steve Harvey in on it, dude. Steve Harvey come over, and
That is fucking.
Steve Harvey reacting to the shit Biden says. He says, "Poor Q pie." What?
What are the we've interviewed 100 people. We've interviewed 100 people.
We asked you about unemployment, and your ass talked about golf. See if it's up there.
Steve Harvey do the next debate, Family Feud style.
that's
would be
so
the
funny.
best thing that could ever happen.
Yeah, that would be great, bro. I'm tell you right now, they ain't voting for your ass. What? Fuck, I would love that so much,
Dude, the Trump's coming out just on
Oh shit, yo! Speaking of Steve Harvey and Trump, the funniest shit to me. So you remember like, however many whatever years ago I guess that was when Steve Harvey got caught coming out of Trump's the Trump Towers, right? And he's outside and he's shaking hand with Trump. You might not
That
remember
wouldn't
this.
surprise me at all.
But he was okay. But he comes out and it was this whole thing. Okay, so he went to meet with Trump to just discuss like getting some money for a thing that he had going on. For I think this thing that Steve Harvey has this thing that he does where he'll bring like a bunch of elite black. You keep looking at this shirt. It says niggas.
Oh, I've
of
not
nature.
even looked at it once.
I feel like you keep looking at
Nah,
it.
dude,
Okay,
you just want me to.
No, I swear to God, I
You
feel
want
like
me to
you're lying.
fucking look at it,
I
dude.
don't.
All right,
You
guys.
dude.
Steve Harvey was trying to get
Let's say it. So, he has this thing that he does where he brings a bunch of elite black guys in and like they talk to younger black guys, black kids or whatever, and encourage them. It's a big breakfast that they do, right?
Okay.
So I believe he was like going to like receive funding or something like that to talk to Trump. Well, the meeting was like not good. Like inside, it was like not good or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. So when he goes to leave, he just leaves and he's like, okay, I guess we'll talk again, whatever. He's just walking out. When he goes to go outside, he's like going by himself. But then out of nowhere, Trump just shows up because all the cameras and shit is there, and they start shaking hands. So Steve Harvey's like, what the fuck is he doesn't know all of this is happening. But he had set all this up, and Trump did it to be like, Steve endorses me, that kind of thing.
I got a black friend.
So and he's like, man, so that's why his face in the thing is like he's looking
What are
like
you doing?
like a bad Family Feud answer.
What is happening?
And he was like, he left and he went away, and when it all like went crazy, man, he said like, I wanted to whoop Trump's ass for doing it because it just steamrolled into this terrible like backlash.
Dude, getting steamrolled fucking sucks.
Yeah. He got
I don't
fucking,
like when people try to pull that shit on me.
Politics is weird. We're fucked.
I mean, I don't think we're fucked. I think that we've built such a we
built a thing where it's hard for anyone to get anything real done for a long period of time. So I don't think we're that fucked. Like, if Trump wins, it's gonna suck, especially if you're not a white guy. There are more things that are going to be taken away from other people than they will be from me, and it sucks. I'm not voting for the guy. I don't. But ultimately
reap those benefits.
But you know what I mean. But ultimately, when he was president before, a couple of things changed. A couple of things changed back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like because of the way the system is, we get nothing done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do and undo. I got you.
Right? So it's just like one side will win, we get sick of that side. The other side will win, we'll get sick of that side. And then it's just fucking back and forth.
I'm just happy to be black in all of this.
Yeah.
Because you can just have apathy.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter. I've just lived and like looked at all this shit. I remember just everybody getting crazy. And I just can know that my parents' life have not, like most of the people in my family life has not changed.
It
No
has not
matter
affected-
what the fuck, because we just figure out a way to make money and survive regardless. So you just be like, all right, what's the new don'ts? Okay, and then we just weave around
Yeah,
it. Like you
exactly.
figure it out.
Yeah, no, I gotta
Well,
go.
they never-
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like the federal government on like on like an existential level, like it's not a
Existential?
I don't know. Is it existential? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
It's
just love questioning you. It's,
on a fundamental atomic level. It doesn't get to me often. You know, like
Okay,
it's
okay,
like what is
okay.
It
like
doesn't
like
trickle down
yeah
enough.
like what is when is the federal like I don't know the federal government. Like, I have like what a 0.05% chance of getting audited because like I fuck around on my taxes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bleep that.
you know,
Bleep
like
the
that.
Jap stuff.
I think that percentage just went up by like a point.
Yeah, that's
still
fine.
pretty
That's
low.
fine. If we get
If you make less than 100,000, then it's pretty low.
If the IRS, if there are some IRS bros that really like the Secret Group podcast, God bless all of you. All right, you
That's
know,
funny.
like, yeah.
And I hope no one flies a plane into your building.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
Unlike that bullshit in Austin, you know. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Little ass plane. That was a little ass plane. I don't even know if someone died during
wait,
that.
what happened? I missed it.
Oh,
guys.
dude, in Austin,
in
this was
Austin,
like
this
10
guy-
years
this guy
ago.
went crazy.
Yeah, that was not a 9/11 joke.
Yeah.
That was in Austin like 10 years ago. This guy who was behind on his tax, was just tired of the government, basically.
Yeah.
Took his little plane and he flew it.
It was
into the
a
IRS
single
office.
engine Cessna.
Yeah,
It was
just one of those little planes. Yeah, just him.
two-seater.
a
and he-
puddle hopper.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it broke through the building.
My
Like it's just
dad-
on the outside.
That's how
bro.
small it was? Oh,
yeah.
My
like,
dad called it a Barbie bike in the sky.
Oh, that's
yeah. It started like this.
like, bro, you'd be better off running your truck into the building.
yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't
Did
know
anyone
that.
die during that?
He died, and the manager of the IRS.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie.
That's some drone level shit.
Pretty, that's
good.
pretty good right there, dude.
If you're gonna knock out one, that's some
That's-
locked in laser target.
Well,
That
for
is-
this, that manager
That's
was
Obama drone accuracy right there, dude.
that was pretty good. That manager was pissing somebody off.
The manager.
could you
I'm gonna imagine him being like the guy from Office Space. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to
Yeah.
work the weekend.
How do you even get just the one manager?
That's funny. The
that
guy
crazy?
he had to time
He
it
didn't
out.
know where his office was.
He knew exactly where
he had a corner office.
Literally.
He had to be like that. How did the manager die exactly?
I'm gonna
That's
get you.
really good
fucking,
research.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you, fucking Brett.
Yeah, I'm
Would you guys like to hear his suicide note?
Fuck.
The very end of it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
The very- not the entire
I
thing.
don't want to hear a fucking manifesto.
I
love
saw it
manifestos.
written once that the definition of insanity is repeating the same process over and over and expecting the outcome to suddenly be different. I'm finally ready to stop this insanity. Well, Mr. Big Brother IRS man, let's try something different. Take my pound of flesh and sleep well.
All right. Once again, I don't condone.
Did he email that?
That's a good question, actually.
It's not. Well, I guess maybe just post it on his. They're going to his house afterwards.
I don't.
That's just-
Door. Wait, guys,
I don't condone terrorism, which, by the way, saying it's domestic terrorism has always made me laugh because it's like it's just
Just
terrorism.
like slapping your wife.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Class
Yeah.
is domestic.
Yeah, it's
dude.
domestic
different.
violence. It's not. It's not regular violence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
No, usually domestic terrorism just means white. It's like that's because like think about it. The
Well, when it's black, it's thuggery.
It's coming around though. They got those boys in Charleston.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
and
yeah.
That. And then,
Okay.
And then they got the January 6th people.
yeah, I mean
That's terrorism now.
They called, yeah.
Yeah.
That was. They're still locking people up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
domestic
Yeah,
terrorism.
that was fun. Watching
work.
them, dude. Watching the aftermath of that was so funny. Like people getting arrested, and then people like posting online about how they were there, and then they're like deleting it, and then someone's like, "So and so was there," tagging them. They're like, the FBI's like, "Yep, if you're getting tagged, you're going
I
there."
love the. We know who was there. We're gonna get them. You don't
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
snitch.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Always
Fuck
fascinated by
that.
Yeah.
That had to be rough to not know what you were going there for.
Yeah.
Just like, baby, you want to go to DC?
I think at some point they would be like,
you want to go to Charlottesville? Doesn't Charlottesville sounds nice?
Sounds beautiful
like,
around this
babe,
time of year.
maybe don't put this on your story.
Yeah.
So, like, let's not just
Don't post nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
At some point, let's.
Well, so let's talk this out for a second. If you are going to commit crimes, turn off your cell phones, right?
Yeah.
It's a comedy show.
I don't even know if you
Your
can
cell
anymore.
phone in a
dude.
yonder bag.
I'm not even sure if you can do that. If you can shut your phone off anymore that way, because now the phones, you shut your phone off.
It can still track.
You can still track where your phone is.
That's right.
Like if
This
someone
last
tries to
thing.
steal my phone, they shut it off. That was the movie. You'd be fucked, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now they shut it off. You can
iPhone
track
findable.
it.
Yeah. So
So
what you have to do is you got to leave
your phone in the hotel.
You know, you got to leave your phone in another state.
Yeah.
Like-
Check this out. Go to a water park, rent a locker. Put it in there, dude.
Right.
You're fucking at Six Flags, dude.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't tearing down the flag. I was at Six Flags.
How can I be there when I was there?
Dude,
You gotta,
I was on Roaring Waters.
Yeah.
you got to give somebody else your phone.
Yeah.
Let them live a life, and then
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude. That's exactly what you got
All
to
right,
do.
but we want it to be like my life. All right, so I need you to go to Kenny and Ziggy's subs.
Turn, to put all your house lights on a timer. Fucking Home Alone. Walking around. It's like, all right, let's go storm this thing.
Yeah, now let's go.
Go to Planet Fitness. Go to Planet Fitness. Get on the treadmill for 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and then immediately go to the yogurt shop next door because
you-
you deserve a sweet treat afterwards.
6 p.m. Go to
Also,
Gus's
just
Chicken.
stand on the treadmill for 45.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
only have to run for 5 of it.
Turn it on.
You'll get the running will happen.
God damn, that's great. Fuck, look, we know how to do crime,
Yeah,
guys.
I think we figured it out. I think we did it.
That's a good GTA mission.
What? Storm the Capitol?
Give a guy. I wasn't even thinking that, but yeah, you gotta give a guy your phone. That's one part of the mission. You gotta go storm.
No, dude, you gotta storm the
Get the
Capitol.
documents. You gotta shoot your way out.
Dude, fucking
Great.
immediately 5 stars, fucking helicopters. Yeah, dude, what a game. That game was the best game ever.
Fantastic. What's
it
All my
like?
friends,
I
that's all
didn't
we'd
know
ever
you were a
play.
game guy.
Yeah, I like games, and I also grew up playing games for sure.
Right.
I still play now, but not like all of the time. Like when I can, it's one of the ways I bond with my oldest son. Is like he lives in Dallas, so we'll play video games and whatnot together when we
Online
can.
or just
yeah,
together?
online.
Damn, that's dope, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll play Fortnite together on a team. He's way better. You talk
Yeah.
shit. It's not really fun for me.
I play single player games by myself, but I have such an obsessive shit.
Dude,
Like,
we're
yeah.
talking Zeldas and
I love
fucking
Zeldas.
Long-
He's playing- yeah,
he's
what
playing.
the
He's playing the movies he
fuck?
watches. That's exactly what he's playing, dude. Ocarina of Time or whatever.
Oh my
Anchorina.
God.
Like people.
That's funny. That's a Braveheart game.
There was.
You think his movies
There was.
are-
It came out in '96.
You
I'm done.
You think his movies are long? You should see his video games.
Oh, man.
It's fucking 18-hour games.
Star Wars,
dude.
Knights of the Old Republic, Divinity 2. Let's see, what else am I playing? I'm playing Warhammer 3 right now, but I don't. I leave them all at my brother's house.
Yeah.
So I just anytime I go hang out with my brother, we'll go like.
Because if they were with you, you'd have.
I
you'd
literally,
do
I
no
wouldn't
comedy.
leave. I wouldn't leave my house. Like if I literally like, I'd be like,
smart
I'm
move,
in the
buddy.
middle. I'm in the middle of like saving Uluthan from the orcs, and it's like that's not cool.
God of War.
Yeah, God of War's
You
fun.
like shit like
God
that?
of War's fun.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age. Yeah,
This is funny. This is all shit I do not fuck with. But my brother played.
NCAA 25's coming out. I'm stoked about that.
Okay, well,
You know,
all right. Now he's in my wheel wagon. Now he's
yeah.
now he's sliding in my
A
wheel
little
wagon.
fucked up. You go straight to basketball.
football. But,
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
my
but he
bad.
went straight to sports. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah. He did go straight to sports.
Oh yeah,
Well, we got to get you back. That's a good balance, I think.
yeah.
To see if you could play and then be good managing, like whatever, just managing your. What the fuck is it
Your
called?
roster?
Your
Yeah.
serotonin.
Oh, yeah. No. Figuring it out is tricky because like I don't know. I haven't had a cigarette in like a week.
Damn, that's
again.
right, dude. Good job.
Yeah, I haven't
No,
had-
we're
yeah,
coming
yeah.
up on
Days
2
now?
weeks.
Yeah.
We're coming up on 2 weeks.
Yeah. I fucked up on Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah, but
okay.
Doesn't count then.
How
yeah,
many
all right, I'll
cigarettes?
start.
Fucking 3 days in.
Dude, it wasn't where it was. Yeah.
We got to hold them accountable.
Andrew goes,
Good
no.
friends hold
No,
people
yeah,
accountable.
yeah, exactly. No, it's dude, going through with cigarette withdrawal is seriously the gayest thing ever. Like
tough?
I'm just in a headache. You
tough.
just have a headache and you're just kind of mean to people.
Damn,
and then,
just irritated because you need a cigarette.
Yeah. Nicotine's fucking lame. Don't do it.
Have
dude.
you switched to like caffeine? I've heard people be, like they
No,
they
I
amp
love
up on
caffeine.
Coca-Cola.
Anytime. Well, it's weird because like I'm not drinking or smoking, so like I am craving a shit ton of sugar just because I'm not having like 5 beers. And,
Shit, man.
But yeah,
Okay, you think you'll lose a bunch of weight because of it?
you usually gain weight
You
when you
gain
quit.
weight
You
when you
gain
quit
weight when you
cigarettes.
quit cigarettes.
Because sugars.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it goes to that.
yeah, but I don't have any like sweet treats at my house. I have like fucking almonds and eggs and shit. And then
That's good. man.
after this, I'm actually going to the gym in a little while. So, yeah,
Nice. I'm going to go eat pistachios.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Salted or
in your
unsalted?
ice cream?
No. No ice cream.
Wait, you said you don't like ice cream?
No, I love ice cream. Who doesn't fucking
fuck-
love
I thought that's what you said.
Have you seen my stomach? I love ice
That's
cream.
a crazy sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Who doesn't like ice
Fuck,
cream?
I want to meet a person that hates ice cream.
I'll fucking hate
There's
crime 'em.
no way to
Yeah,
make
exactly.
up with a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
If you're like, I hate ice cream, by the way. You're like, oh, this sucks.
This is we'll never.
Are we getting hammered? What the fuck? How do I make up with you?
There's nothing better than a 10:30 at night fucking sweet treat. Fucking order a Blizzard to the house. You get a
Okay.
little Blizzy at 11 p.m. and you're just
Yeah.
eating Blizzard with you and your girlfriend and you're both overweight.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have one, but
Watching An Idiot
it sounds
Abroad?
good. I do. It's really good.
Absolutely.
It's really good. I downloaded all the season. I bought all the seasons after that because I just rewatched it all.
Bro, it's so good.
Have you
Thank you for
continued
letting
to watch
me,
it at all?
like, dude, I just finished watching the episode which was the first episode.
Oh, me and Jesse watched the entire thing all weekend.
What?
We finished
Right.
it.
An Idiot
All 3
Abroad.
seasons. Last season only has 4 episodes, but
Got you.
you know, so
That's a fucking
but it's still
great
great. Still a great show.
That's a good book to screen.
There we go.
I know.
There is a book to screen.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I
it
was
is
fucking
book-
around.
It is actually. It is. It might be screen to book though.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
Okay,
similar
that makes
times.
sense.
Like we're talking a year difference
Yeah.
between the two.